Are we good to go? Actually, while they're doing that, I do want to go ahead and say we have a donation incentive coming up really early on in Marathon. The third game we're doing is Recore. And if you want to see me run the game in low percent, meaning I'm not going to be picking up any upgrades, which includes very much needed health upgrades, get donating now. And it's going to be a really hard run. So if you want to see me really mess up and have a hard time, get those donations in for low percent or Recore. Otherwise, I'm going to do any percent. And either run, you're going to be really amazed at the stuff we can pull off. But first off, we have Seum. Are we good to go from the stream side? For this, I mean, just put 25. It's going to be a little bit different because of what I'm going to do. So, while he's doing that, I'm going to give a quick shout out to the Seum Discord guys. I see you guys in the chat. So, hey all to you guys. If Pine Studios is watching, thank you for the retweet and tweeting out about the information for this. So, thank you, Pine Studios. They're the creator of this game. So, awesome stuff. We good? We are good to go. So, let's get started with Seum. Seum Speedrunners from Hell is a first-person shooter mixed with, like, Super Meat Boy. You start from a location, you want to get to the portal as fast as possible. This is Update 3, which is, like, back to, I think, October. So there's going to be a couple of extra glitches in here, and I'm going to talk about those as we go. But my commentary for this run is actually going to be about the beta experience and how we grew as speedrunners of this game. They did add in a speedrun mode, which allows me to speedrun all levels. I'm going to do that, and let's get started, shall we? So, I'll give you a countdown. Here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so first off, you see an in-game timer in the upper right-hand corner. Pay no attention to that, you're going to see lots of red. So as you can see, it's just quickly moving, getting from portal to portal. So this game came out last summer, and I was actually fortunate enough with a handful of other people to be part of the beta for this, and I'm going to give shout-outs to everybody who's part of the beta later on. And between the beta and the final game, it's very much the same. There's just minor differences. There's 2 levels that got huge differences. Here's one trick from Update 3. I'm going to double tap escape, which I have bound to my scroll wheel down. And that allows me to reset my momentum, so I don't have to deal with all of the trampolines sending me flying way up. So during the beta, what I did for Pine Studios, this level it's easier to go backwards because I have to shoot under this platform. So what I did is I recorded all of my game footage so that any glitches that I came across I could send to them so that they could patch out. And Update 1 came out really well. There's still a handful of things, and Pine Studios is still updating the game. We actually have seasons that are going on, and Season 3 is about to start. They just announced that Season 3 is coming soon, so now is a great time to pick up this game. By the way, this is a power-up that allows me to switch gravity, and I'm going to do a little bit of shortcut here. Instead of going down and around, I'm just going to pop up and out, so it's not too bad. Now, we did notice that... There's a hype going on behind me. So we did notice that there are these weird cubes that popped up, and we were trying to figure out what was in them. And in each of these levels, we can do what's called rituals. And they didn't realize in speedrun mode that instead of doing the level normally, I could just go through that and, well, yeah, just end the level. So, not too bad there. But the one thing about those cubes is, oh my gosh, I keep missing stuff, is we had no way to get in. Developers said nothing about them. They didn't say anything. And we're asking questions, and we found out that, oh, wow, that was interesting. Joking. We found out that there could potentially be portals inside them because we couldn't open them. And we found a way to actually use this ability right here to clip inside. And when we got in there, we found that it was a bonus level. And the developers were like, you're not supposed to be there yet. Guess what's in this level? Yeah, we got another one. So, nice quick change there. And the one cool thing that I missed from the beta time is, oh my gosh, is learning everything about this game and looking at each of the levels and trying new things, trying to find clips. Also, there's hidden collectibles called beers, and we just got to find beer cans in each level, and then the 11th level in each floor has bacon. And we all know that beer and bacon are 2 of the greatest things in this world. Absolutely. Now, most of these levels, I'm actually going to try to start right away, but some of them, I'm going to wait for a certain cycle. That one I could have waited for a cycle. Also, here's why a lot of people don't like running this game. I'm going to try to do a clip right here. That's too low. That's not going to work. I don't know how many times I'm going to try this, but wish me luck. 2 more times. Nope. 1 and 2. Sad day, I'm not going to get it. So that's why a lot of people don't like running this category, is trying to get some of these clips. They seem kind of RNG, so you just kind of have to do the levels normally. There's 2 levels that I can't do the IL strats for in a speedrun just because they're kind of that difficult, and we'll get to those later. Let's see, what else can we talk about with this? Oh, so after the game's release, I have been given permission to talk about this. So after the game's release, we had a handful of the members of the community were given certain information, and they had like a certain task. They all had puzzles, and they were given like, I think, a soundtrack, a t-shirt, and stuff like that. And there was a puzzle that they had to solve, and it took them quite a while to figure it out, but it ended up giving all of them a personalized menu text, which was really cool. Unfortunately, I was not involved in that, mainly because I was sucked up with Recore at the time, so I was not really active in the Seum community. Babel, guess what? We have another cube, so easy peasy. So I'm using anti-gravity to get my fireballs to go straight ahead. Oh, I should talk about why can he shoot fireballs out of his hand. So here's the story of the game. This guy Marty's just sitting in his trailer, drinking beer, doing what he does, and an LP slides underneath his door.
Burn, baby, burn.
And I just hit that from the start, by the way. He's just, you know, minding his own business, drinking beer, doing what he does. LP slides underneath the door. He turns on the music, and Satan busts through the door. I'm going to do kind of an alternate route just for fun. Oh, yay. And so Satan busts through the door. He's like, I'm coming for you, Marty. And they get into a little bit of a struggle, and Satan chops off Marty's right hand. So Marty responds in kind. Okay, hold that thought, because I got to talk about this level. Originally, this level, all we needed to do was grab the anti-gravity and basically go straight to the end, but the developers decided, you know what, we want you to go through every single one of these rings. So, yeah, we're going to make you go through the rings instead of doing the shorter version. I think it's like 15-second difference. So anyway, Marty responds in kind by grabbing the LP, chucks it at Satan, and chops off Satan's right arm as well. So, Marty wants to get his revenge. So he takes Satan's right hand, attaches it to his own right arm stump that's there, and now he can shoot fireballs, and apparently have other abilities as well. Oh god, that was close. That was really close. My goodness. Also, if anybody's a fan of Pokemon, yeah, there's Pokeballs right there. So, yeah, shout out to Pokemon. There's a lot of hidden Easter eggs. Like, if you want to just, like, have fun with this game, going around these levels. Oh, that was wonderful. You're not supposed to jump on the edge of these things, but you kind of can there. You can go straight across this whole thing, but it's kind of risky. So, yeah, we don't want to do that. The long road. That's too long. We're going to turn around and go this way. Much shorter. Thank you. And some of the levels like this one, we have an alternate path that we can take that's actually intended. There's a lot of these strategies that the developers actually intended that we thought we were doing kind of like a way that they weren't intending. But they're like, no, we meant to do that. A cool mechanic with jumping is that if you're mid-air and you hold the jump button, as soon as you land, you will immediately jump. And we originally reported that as a bug, and they said, no, that's intended. Oh, God. What the heck happened there? That was weird. Far-fetched. Another shout-out to Pokemon, maybe? Oh, I missed one. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. Shout-outs to Fateless. I failed you. You told me not to mess up, and I've messed up. Why is he going through the levels? He's chasing Satan. Yeah, so we're going through the levels because we're chasing Satan. So Fan has like multiple strategies that we can do. I'm just going to do the regular strategy because one of them actually takes longer in real time to do. That was close. So I'm just going to do the regular strategy. In this update, I can use the escape trick that resets my downward momentum to clip, or not clip, sorry, to float down to the exit, but it takes way too long. And then on the current patch, there is, gosh, maybe the Seum guys can tell me, what do we call that? But it just, you randomly fly up into the sky, and it's useful on 2 levels. So this level, just more teleport. I'm trying to play it safe. The screen's actually kind of far away from me, so it's almost hard to see. Also, if you see these levels kind of jerk at the beginning, it's because I'm resetting the state, because like this has moving objects. Also, you guys missed the funniest thing ever. I just saw Vesper run. You want to talk about distractions while speedrunning? He's not even listening.
Like sword fights breaking out behind you.
Dude, I've got there's a TV here that I can see the reflection of it. Lab rat, I refuse to be your lab rat, so I'm gonna jump off the edge and oh, look, second exit. Okay, cool. So in terms of records for this game, we've got a handful of people that have records. I actually am tied for the record on 2 levels, and I have 1 level, which is fan. That is my own record. In this level, I actually found the record strategy on this level that a lot of people couldn't figure out. Nowadays, we have replays that are built into the game, but back at the beginning, we didn't have those, so we kind of had to do it in text or record it, and I recorded the route so that people could know. Because the community is really good about trying to help people out, like if you can't do things. Let's see if I can get this full strat. Nope, sad day. So that was actually combining 2 different power-ups. So I fired the teleport, which will immediately teleport me to the area as soon as it hits something. But then I picked up the anti-grav, which alternated. Whoa, I got good job. Bouncy ball. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to bounce ball. Yay. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Yay for momentum. That was supposed to happen. There we go. That was still kind of close. So Gutenberg, we actually, we wait. There we go. And it's the same speed no matter what, because we have to wait here too. So it just saves in-game time by waiting at the beginning. Home has a really interesting strategy that I'm not going to go for, just to be on the safe side. This is a marathon after all, so if you want to see some really cool stuff, stick around for other games, because I'll go for really crazy stuff there.
We have a question from chat.
We have a question from chat. What does chat want to know?
Chat would like to know if pineapple on pizza, yay or nay. We've got a resounding no from the room. I'd like to know what Brass thinks.
Pineapple on pizza? I mean, sometimes. So
I like it.
Right now, what I'm trying to do is get the stuff to clip. So I got my fireballs to clip to there we go to hit the switch. That'll and then I got that. All right, so I'm gonna try to do the same thing here. Did you get it? That day. I'm gonna try this a couple times. This is a really cool strategy. So Make-A-Wish actually had a really awesome. There it is. Strategy. This bridge right here was actually vertical at the start, and we found out in the beta that we could just go up to it and bounce up it, so we didn't need to do anything. And yeah, they patched that sad day. Oh my gosh. Brass, can you stop screwing up easy things? So here's our platform spawner thing, and the first question we have is, can we clip with these things? Well, here's your answer. Yes. So you can imagine what I'm going to do with those later on. This is actually another level I had the record on for a short period of time when people said, no, we can't have Brass with records, so we're going to beat his time. He's such a noob. So, yeah, let's beat Brass's time. Flytrap, this is actually kind of a cool level. Oh, bad aim. Oh my gosh, get in there. Devil's Pass is kind of a Devil's Pass. So I'm going to hopefully not die. Now, you're wondering why it's called Devil's Pass instead of Satan? Well, just wait. So this level has fireballs that are going to hit that switch, and I don't want them to hit that switch, so I use platforms to get in the way. Let me get to the end. Double tap escape to reset my momentum. This level's too long. I'm going to just hit this thing, and we're going to go. Please. 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 There we go. We're good. Alright, change my mind. I'm going to see if I change my mind on how I'm going to do this level. So, can we clip? Yes. Oh, I got it first try. Thank you. So if you watched AGDQ, you saw Matty Ice do this, and he did it without double tapping escape to float over here. Props to him for getting that in a marathon. I am not going to try that. Why? Because I've never done it without boss buffer. So, yeah. Poo! We used to call this level Poo because it was terrible. Because if we spammed spawn platform like this, it caused a black screen. And so we couldn't actually just do this to climb the level. And yeah, it was Poo. It was terrible. So thank you, Devs, for fixing that. What more can I say about this game? Oh, ow. Ow. By the way, there's an achievement for doing all levels, like the run that I'm doing right now, without dying. There's an achievement for doing that. And I've made it all the way up to, I think, 4-7 and died. It actually is a lot harder than you'd think. Did I get it? Disco has really insane IL strategies, individual level strategies that I'm not going to go for because they're very luck dependent. Did I get it? Oh, I did get it. And if you twirl in the air without landing, you get ballerina. Oh, so I should talk more about those cube things. So, when we finally were let known... Oh, what? Hi, I know exactly what happened. But it's cool. It happens. There we go. So what we found out... Oh, don't blink. Done. And then there's another one right here. So these levels that have cubes in them, they have what's called... Can you jump, Marty? Thank you. They have what's called rituals, and the rituals, there's riddles on floor 9 that... Fatality. You dumb nut. I'm doing a lot of stupid things. There's riddles that tell you what you're supposed to do to get those levels to work and get those cubes to unlock. And some of them are kind of interesting. You have to swim like a fish in a hall of fire, I think is one of them, and that's doing a thing called Seum. Up. Are you serious? It's gonna be fast for me to reset. I missed a ring. Go me. There it is. I heard the sound that time. Oh my gosh. We're floating to the end. Slow and steady wins the race. We're there. Okay, this level I actually absolutely hate, and I'm going to go for a strategy that saves almost no time. Just for fun. Because why not? I'm going to fail it. I'm going to fail it. I'm going to fail. I failed it. So I'm only going to go for that once. But anyway, some of the rituals are kind of cool. There's one level that you have to complete it without holding forward. There's one that you have to do without moving. So there's some really cool things that they had in there. This level actually has a really cool strategy on the current patch. It's kind of random to get it though. Horse race. Oh, how I hate horse race. During one of my practice runs, I failed this level like 15 times in a row. I probably shouldn't have said that because now it's going to happen. There's one. So during the final jumps, I cannot touch the rings because they reset my momentum, and we don't want that to happen because these platforms are moving forward. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That's 2. Place your bets now. Place your bets now. One more. We're good. Woohoo! Catch me if you can. I actually have the record on this level. I'm tied for first anyway. And some of these levels, if you're wondering how tight they are, we go by thousandths of a second. And some levels we are within like 1 to 2 thousandths of a second of each other. So leaderboards get really tight, but leaderboards do get reset every season. We're on season 2 right now. And like I said earlier, season 3 is going to begin soon. Oh, come on, please. There we go. This would be really cool if I can get this clip. Nope, not going to happen. So this level has spikes everywhere, so you can't land ever until you get all of those. So let's get out of here. We done. Jump and death. We pick up our reset position power-up, and we survive the jump. Stuntman, this is actually really hard to do without hitting escape to reset your downward momentum, but yeah, if you can hit escape for this update, it's so much easier. So props to the guys that can do it without. So in the current update, this level and the next one have clips that you can do to get straight to the goal, so it's actually faster on the current patch, but you can't do it on this one. So I have to do the levels normally. I used to hate Slay. Slay, I spent so long trying to get the fast time. So each, whoa, hello, that was great. So each level has 2 time challenges. One is the normal one that you need to go for, and then they have what's called the Uber Skull time, which is just even faster. And I've actually recommended the developer. That's a new clip. Welcome to, it said every runner ever at a marathon. That's never happened before. Yep. So, that was cool. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
Boss level.
Okay, so this level, I'm going to reset everything. This level used to be like really long back here. Also, this level, if you let it play for like 2 minutes straight, it starts lagging and your frames per second drops to like 1. And we were trying to figure out what's going on, and I actually figured it out. So these fireballs that are flying out, they're hitting a wall right now. Oh, good job, Brass. They fly out and they hit that wall there. Originally, they didn't. They just flew out into the distance. And my theory is there was no border wall. So those flames were just constantly being generated, and so there was far too many things on the screen at once that was loaded in, and it was just causing lag. I don't know if that was actually true or not, but that was my theory. This also is a very long level, and like I said, it used to be longer, so there was that long path at the beginning, and then there is a sword in the middle of this level. That's why it's called Broadsword. Go figure. And there's the sword, and it used to be like twice as high from here. So from here, I could just go straight up, no big deal. Before, we couldn't do that. We actually had to climb a wall. This is called Firecraft. I wonder what it's modeled after. Yeah, we're not going in there. Sorry, I don't like that level. And Satan? Oh gosh, here we go. I'm gonna go for a clip. I'm gonna go for it twice. It is more consistent and easier to do on the current patch, oddly enough. But
Incoming!
we're gonna see what happens. Incoming. Good call, Marty. Here we go. Wish me luck, please. Nope. That's one. One more try, and I'm gonna do the level normally. So you get to see what we get to skip in this level by doing the clip.
Incoming!
Also, I do apologize. Marty does sometimes say non-family friendly phrases, and I hope that he doesn't say it. He shouldn't say it in all levels. He does do it in IRLs, though. So unfortunately, I can't get this clip. Sad day. So we're gonna do this level normally.
Incoming!
So we are going through the nasal cavity, and we have 2 paths that we need to take. So this first one, I pick up, and I just have my reset position. So I just go through the one side. We're going to fly over here. Drop down there. Through here. And that rewind all the way back to here. Now we're going to go down the other way. This is the scary hallway. And I'm going to take it so safe, because if I fail it, I restart the entire level. By the way, this final floor, floor 9, was not available. Oh gosh, that was actually scary. Was not available in the beta. They wanted to save it and not let us have access to it. So we got to learn brand new levels when the game launched. And speaking of new levels, they're constantly updating the game still with new levels. Oh my gosh, I almost hit spikes again. This is getting way too close for comfort. You're supposed to grab the anti-gravity, but I'm just going to use this ability. It's a lot less scary. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're set. I'm not going to die again. We're done. Beer Heaven. Hey, who does not want to go to Beer Heaven? So, like I said, with those alternate exits, there's one in this level as well, which is by falling down to your death, basically. It does not work in speedrun mode, and yeah, I'm gonna go the normal route. And look at that, triple question mark. I wonder what that means. Means I'm gonna die several times. I'm gonna reset this level. There it is. Wait for him to do the horns, let me know, and guess what? 3, 2, 1, time! That is the end of Seum. So I hope you had a lot of fun. Hope I answered a lot of questions about the progression. So I hope I answered a lot of questions about the progression of speedrunning this game, talking about the history and some of the cool stuff that everybody went through in terms of speedrunning this game. The community is still growing. There is a Discord that you can find. If one of the Discord guys, I don't know if we have links enabled, but if you guys can post a link to the Discord to get some more people in. This game is on Steam. Pick it up. It's a lot of fun. They're constantly updating it. This was just 9 floors. There's what's called an EP1, which is an extra play 1 floor that's available. We're assuming we're going to get an EP2 in the next update, which is happening soon, maybe next week. We'll find out. But there's also those hidden portals, like I was talking about. They actually lead to actual levels that you get to do. So, yeah.